Today I'm reassembling this 74-2 movement. It has been checked for functionality before this assembly, and it was sent in as non-working with the timer function not working. And actually the timer was working, but the movement was pretty dirty inside, so I decided just to disassemble it and clean it all together. So the case is already being cleaned, and this is only the continuation of another video that I uploaded in my channel. So that is the presentation of the 74-2 movement, and you can check it out. I'll put a link down in the description eventually. So here it goes. It's gonna be a little bit slow, this video, because meanwhile, while filming, I will also take some pictures at every step of the way. So forgive me if it is going to be a little bit slow, and also if I am not going to talk that much in this video, because I need really full concentration. So what I am doing now is taking out a little bit of stains that were still on some pieces with my Rotors. The base is fully clean, as you can see, and now I will put the rotor stators for chronograph minute, for alarm, for chronograph second, and the rotor stator. These are these 4 pieces here, and here are the rotors on the right side. And let me just going down throughout, like, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The particularity of this rotor stators is that they have a number engraved on top of them. As you can see from this one. You see, there's a number here. That's number 8. Then we have number 7. And 0. And number 6. So probably this 0 is not 0, it's 9. It looks quite strange to be a 9, honestly, so I'll take it out for 0. So I will install this rotors. There are two small ones here and here, and two longer ones here and here. And the peculiarity is that the two smaller ones, they have a particular shape, and I'll show you what the deal is. There's a peculiarity in them. As you can see, this one has a hole here, and that is for a gear. This means that it can only go in one place, which is this one. Now I will turn the movement to use my work, and the other stator goes into place, and now I can put the other two stators, which are basically just identical, so it doesn't really matter how you put them, you just have to be careful. This is, you see, there's a small difference in this one, so this is touching somewhere. So there's a dent on the other stator, actually. So you really have to be careful. Here you go. And the last stator is inserted over there. Okay. The next step are the two golden switch levers for the pushers. And these are quite interesting to place. There you go. And you need the help of one. Now it's the time of the center wheel and pinion. But before I put in the center wheel and pinion, I have to oil. Great. And now I'll proceed to oil the rest of the plate because it's easier to do it now and not after. And there you go. So, take a picture of the movement. And the next step is a train wheel setting lever, which goes here. And usually this is the moment that it should do. So you want it to, there's a speck of dust here. Okay. Now the clutch lever. There you go. And now it would be the time of our setting crown and stem, or a better the winding stem. Obviously this is a quartz movement, so it doesn't need to be wound, but yet it is still called the winding stem. And this is the piece that I'm holding in my fingers. So what I am doing is oiling a little bit of the winding stem. This is where it touches the plastic, and this is where it touches the clutch. So just to be sure that it's fully oiled, that it can freely move. There you go. A little bit of rotation so that it adapts the oil to every single part of it. That's pretty fine. It's very smooth. Now you can see that there's a problem with this stem. I don't know if you can see it, but it wobbles a little bit. So it's a little bit bent. I don't want to touch it because the stem is already a bit corroded under thread, so I don't know the resistance of it. And if I do try to fix it, bending it and straightening it up, it might break, and I don't have. At the moment, I don't have any of this done. So it will have just to wait. Now it's a turn of the yoke, which is this squid-like piece of art, I'd say, because it is part of the keyless works on one side, and it has a spring for the clutch for the alarm crown and winding stem on the other side. So it's quite a very ingenious piece of design. So the trick is that you mount it not like I was doing, but correctly. And a part of this yoke will latch into the train wheel setting lever. Like so. Then you just let it fall. And you put it inside the post. That's it. It sits on the plastic base plate. And if you notice, this is exactly one of the weakest points of this particular movement, or a series of movements. The yoke has this U spring here, and the U spring forces onto a plastic pole on the base plate. You can see it, you can imagine to see it, at least when I pull down, you see that the U arm, the free arm of the U is bending a little bit upwards because there is a plastic pole underneath. So basically you have to be careful. This is the plastic pole that usually breaks on the plates. If something wrong with the plate and the setting of the movement is not possible anymore, then the hour setting, of course, then that's because this plastic pole broke off. So, and there it is. This is how it should be. Wait for my camera to focus. So you see that plastic pole over there. This one. Forces again the open arm of the U of the yoke. And thus it makes it an active part of the keyless works. Because when you pull out the crown, and obviously there's still one lever is missing, which is the setting lever. Well, what it does is, it's like this. This is the movement that it does. So when you pull the crown to the second position, what happens is a very ingenious way to stop the movement. It's not apart from being an electrical signal sent by this post. There's a bit of dust there. Sent by this post here that touches. I don't know if you can see it. This one. Okay. That touches the circuit board in one specific point, making electrical contact and sending a stop signal to the movement. There's also the train wheel setting lever, which is this one, which I showed you before, that moves this way and stops the third or the fourth wheel. I don't quite remember. So this is the movement that it does. So you have a mechanical and an electronical signal. Now the setting lever. This is also another crucial part of the keyless works of these movements. Seiko 70 series. Because what happens is that with time and with use, the edges of the setting lever can become dull, so they don't grab anymore correctly the yoke, and to just make the yoke jump unprecisely. Moment, I'm taking a picture. Okay. So and this is the setting lever. And to position the setting lever, you have to manually move a little bit the yoke and let it fall in position. Here we should put a little bit of grease. So that the action is a little bit smooth. So holding down the yoke, you will see how pulling the crown out pushes the yoke forward, and thus the clutch. Oops. Yeah, that is a problem. If you don't hold down the yoke, it's just going to ping out and fly off. So this is the movement. Yeah, that's exactly what happens when the satin lever has a little bit of dull edges. The yoke just jumps off of it, and then it doesn't set anymore, of course. But I still want to show you exactly how it works. So this is the position the crown is all full in. Okay. Now I'll try to hold the yoke downwards. And this is the first position. And in this position you usually can set the date. And then on the second position, and you saw that this lever just jumped off. There you go. In this position you set the crown, you set the hour, sorry. And when you push the crown back in, the satin leather should not jump off. Obviously it did because of the force involved and because there is no top plate to secure it in place. But that's how it works. So I just leave it in the full in position and continue to reassembly. And the next thing to do is to take a picture, sorry. And now the clutch wheel for alarm, which is similar to the other one but quite smaller, as you can see. I am rolling it on top of a piece of Rotors so that all the stains from the cleansing fluids and eventually specks of dust just get captured in the Rotors, and then we have a perfectly clean piece of hardware. And if you notice, this clutch has also a slot. And that slot goes into the other springy arm of the yoke, the smaller one. This side, basically, this one. This is a trick operation because without these winded stem is a little bit hard to get it. You have to push the springy arm a little bit in, otherwise it will fall through the hole underneath the plate. Now I will oil also the long winding stem, just like I did with this winding stem for